Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL. And off we go from Denver. Joe Reed returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Chargers offense set to go to work. Leading that offense, the rookie from Oregon who was drafted number 6 overall, Justin Herbert.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Mike Williams.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now a pass here caught by Henry, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
6. First down, Los Angeles.
First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 times in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beat that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 11. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by Alexander Johnson.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 22.
Justin Simmons on the
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 out the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Keenan Allen.
from the 10, first and goal.
The 10-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Complete to Mike Williams.
Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk. He's okay.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The former Missouri Tiger, Drew Lock, will be a quarterback as he leads out the Denver Broncos.
What a roller coaster for Drew Lock from the NFL draft until the end of his rookie season, because on draft night he thought he might go in the first round, ended up going in the second, and then didn't get to start with the Broncos until his rookie year. But the Broncos did go 4-1 in those games, and he played very well, working on his agility and his pocket presence in the offseason. And I love how the Broncos upgraded around him in order to give him more weapons.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second.
Early down steps will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Lock. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Broncos' new signee for 2020, Sam Martin, former Lion, on to punt. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. Only 2 punts for him this week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
And they're on 20.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not in December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys, get your list?
Now, loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Lock going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll work his way to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Tedrick Thompson on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal. At the Chargers 3.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Chargers 7, Broncos 0.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Brandon McManus.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaimed center stage. I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game. Good tackle by Mike Purcell in his 2nd year with the Broncos after 3 previously with San Francisco.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
15.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to look downfield for Henry. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's now 4th.
But a good play is made on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. But for Melvin Gordon, he's certainly up for this one. He's going to get a chance at least twice a year to take on his former teammates, as he spent 5 years in a Charger uniform, but now he'll be doing his work against his old mates. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
27.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
James on the cover.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Locke on the give. It's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. L.A. set to take over again on offense and hoping to do better than they did their last session when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
3rd down and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. And now another one thrown incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver's offense ready to go again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke goes back to Sutton. This time completes it. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. He's got his tight end fan. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Defense was expecting a run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. He's got his big tight end fan. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on 1st first down is locked. This is the tight end fan. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Locke looks to throw it again. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, but it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal.
Now Locke again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Here's Reed returning. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend. So lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it's the Cowboys on top as they play the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 21-7, the final score. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. 17-10, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
At the 42-yard line.
That was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down now. It's Gordon, and he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That's good.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
First down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Murray. A gain of 2. Brings up
throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke sets up the screen to Gordon. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen. And it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
32-yard
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 32 now. 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey.
I know people see Phillip Lindsey's role in Denver is changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsey. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can get to the perimeter and catch the ball in the backfield and move the sticks.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Gordon. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Casey Hayward
on 3rd and long. It's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
7-yard line.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Justin Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Hunter Henry. 2 yards on the pickup.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Call it a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. And no, it's incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. On first down, it's Lindsey, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
They'll go again with Lindsey, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk. It's have to like this, and all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. fielded in the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Herbert on first down now. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
That is 3 plays.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Finding Gabriel complete, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. This is swung out to Eckler. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Broncos,